checkpoint 9.12 was along in the following code. Okay, again we are looking at a constructor with default. Then making sure we can print a method. Seems like this method exists with this particular object reference variable, so we can look at class A. So here's the class A, and then here's the constructor with one parameter. Okay, so look at here. Okay, default constructor, but I don't see default constructor. Okay, we have a constructor with a parameter, okay, called new s. Okay, so of course if you don't have this constructor, then you can use default constructor without explicitly write it down. But if you have this constructor, okay, you cannot explicitly use default constructor. Okay, for example, okay, no parameter, no implementations. And let's say normally we declare public for constructors. So this is the problem we have. Okay, so if we want to use default constructor without explicitly write it down, okay, you cannot do that here. If we don't have the second constructor, okay, this is okay without explicitly write it down. Okay, so without that, you are using default constructor only. So if you go back, okay, here, that should be okay. That's why it's not a problem. But the question is, if you have only this, you have to explicitly define your default constructor. That's the question one. And then it's going to print, so what's the value in S? Okay. Basically, it's not printing anything. Okay, because S doesn't have any value inside. Okay. So if we want to see what's inside, then it will print a hello. Okay, we know that that's the one hello. Okay. So again, this is something to do with how to use a constructor. Okay. That's all. Thank you.